It's time for the Order Affinity to shine. Literally. Hey there folks, my name is Provis, and today I am joining the Shield Wall with Triumph Studios and Paradox Interactive to bring you all of the new features in the Archon Prophecy Expansion for Age of Wonders 4. In the last video, we investigated the new architect culture, prophecy traits, and forms. Now it's time to turn our attention to the many tomes of magic introduced into the game, along with a new hero class, map features, and more. Let's get started. The Archon Prophecy Expansion introduces not one, not two, not even three, but a whopping 4 tomes of magic to the game, all centered around the Order Affinity. Let's open each one, and I'll show you a few highlights. The Tome of Virtue is the first on our list, appearing at Tier 2. This tome is an excellent early game choice, granting extra survivability to your units and allowing them to shrug off the inevitable casualties. The new Paladin unit is especially attractive. Not only can the shield unit heal itself or allies, but it can use the Smite ability to deal single target damage and then also enter defensive mode. Self-healing, high damage tanks? What more could you want? Angels, that's what. And the Tome of Virtue delivers with the Vigil summon. This is a gorgeous celestial unit that attacks with holy fire, blinding your enemies and purging their buffs. This is especially good with the architect culture, who don't have any native battle mage units. The second tome in this expansion is the Tome of Prophecies, appearing at Tier 3 and combining Order with the Astral. This tome offers new precognition abilities to your units, greatly increasing your survivability in combat by shrugging off the first direct damage spell or ability to affect them. Battle Divination is an especially strong pick. When cast, and for the next 2 turns in combat, all of your units will gain evasion, damage, and precognition, extremely powerful when used at the right moment. Prescient Circles is another method of bestowing precognition to your melee units whenever they enter defensive mode. You can imagine this stacks very well with the Paladin unit whenever they use their Smite ability. And then of course, we see the Oracle unit, a Tier 4 support caster with 2 healing spells and extra critical strike chance for your allies. Always worth keeping around. Moving on to the Tier 4 tomes, we'll start with the Tome of the Archon, focused on summoning celestial allies and buffing your units. I especially like the Pure Soul spell. This is a minor race transformation, where at the start of each turn, your transformed units will purge one negative status effect and instead turn it into a positive effect, if one exists. Have you ever heard the phrase, turning evil to good? Well, that's this spell in a nutshell. And of course, let's not overlook our next summon spell, the Astra. This is a beautiful new Tier 5 mythic unit, a flying angel that smites her enemies in a cone of holy fire, inflicting huge damage and sundering their defense. She also possesses a large area heal for your armies. Finally, let's not overlook the unique district improvement. The Archon Gate replaces your teleporter improvements, granting extra city stability and the ability to draft titans in your cities, while still providing the incredible mobility we love. It's an excellent improvement for any empire. And now we turn our attention to the final Tier 4 tome of this expansion, the Tome of the Revenant. With this tome, the shadow corrupts the purity of the light and calls forth the power of the undead, adding regeneration to your undead units, resistance to the spirit and fire damage of the celestials, and demoralizing your opponents. Plus, as a counterpart to the Summon Astra spell from the previous tome, we can summon a Fallen Angel. This is another Tier 5 mythic unit, but instead of purging your opponents in holy fire, you sap their strength and steal their resolve. Enemies are weakened, lose morale, and the Fallen Angel heals for each enemy struck. It also has a mind control spell, which can turn the tide of battle. Finally, the Necropolis Province improvement provides a passive income of souls and allows the drafting of more undead units, including the mighty Undead Titan. Whew, okay, that was a lot of holy magic, but if you thought we were finished, you're sorely mistaken. Let's move on. The Battlesaint is a new hero class introduced with the Archon Prophecy Expansion, fulfilling the role of both a cleric and a paladin. In both cases, your hero will generate religious fervor by casting support spells or dealing damage, depending on your skill choices. You can then spend these fervor stacks on powerful finisher abilities. The more fervor you build up, the more potent the effect. For example, down the Cleric line, your finishing ability is Battlefield Restoration. For each stack of fervor you built up, all of your allied units will gain a stack of regeneration, granting incredible passive healing. Alternatively, the Paladin gains fervor by dealing and receiving damage, and spends those stacks to either self-buff or deal massive damage to a target, piercing through their defenses. Whether you prefer healing utility or an unstoppable champion of the light, the Battlesaint is a worthy addition to your hero roster. As with every expansion, as new units and magical creatures are added to Age of Wonders 4, you'll encounter new wild opponents in the world map. Most of these you've seen already, but as a recap, you can find 2 new Griffin units, just a regular Griffin as a Tier 2 shock unit, or the Celestial Griffin as a Tier 2 skirmisher. You'll also find Archon representative units, such as the Vigil Battle Mage, the Titan Mythic unit, or the Astra Mythical Angel. On the darker side, you'll find the corrupted versions of these units as well, such as the Undead Titan or the Fallen Angel. Whether you're facing the forces of light or shadow, never underestimate these foes. In addition to the new wildlife, the world map itself contains a variety of new features to explore. Firstly, there is a new pickup that you will discover, the Angelic Envoy. These will trigger a small event where you'll have the opportunity to free an imprisoned celestial being. It's an easy opportunity to gain some alignment points early in the game, or a host of other rewards. You'll also find new blessed regions to beautify your world, plus a new silver ancient wonder, the Archon Observatory, and the Fountain of Creation, a new landmark that grants extra food and mana to nearby provinces and purges negative effects from passing armies. Most interesting, though, are the new Crusader hosts. These are a new type of infestation, serving righteous judgment upon the wicked, or at least the less than pure. And as such, they can be cleared just like a regular infestation. But if you are a very good or pure good character, something special happens. This infestation turns neutral to you and will cease all hostilities. They will even relocate if you ask them politely, continuing the crusade against some other no-gooder. Finally, it pays to be good. Age of Wonders 4 has always been a game rich in narrative and lore. With the Archon Prophecy Expansion, we received 2 new story realms. The Rings of Emnora take you to the hidden stronghold of the Archons. Prove yourself worthy to the celestial hosts, and you can enlist the aid of the Archon Council against the corruptive forces of Urath. As a bonus, you'll also learn a bit more about the stories of Archons from the past Age of Wonders games. The second realm is called Cliffs of Sordun. Explore the fallen empire of the giants, purge corrupt umbral forces, and ensure a prophecy is fulfilled. No spoilers here, but you might just recognize a couple of returning characters, including a face that has been familiar in all of the past Age of Wonders games. We've covered a lot of ground in this video. Between 4 tomes, a new class, and several world features, the Archon Prophecy Expansion is shaping up to be one of the largest yet. It's never been a better time to embrace the light and impose a new order upon the realms. In the next video, we'll explore all of the features in the Griffin update, free for everyone. If you'd like to learn more about this expansion, I would encourage you to click on the link in the description down below. And of course, don't forget to follow the Age of Wonders YouTube channel. Once again, my name is Provis, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.